Bravo 2, Whiskey Echo, KB2WGE, Jim 70, Square, Battery Power, One Traffic, One Voltage,
Whiskey Alpha 1, November, Tango, India. The name is John. The QTH is Northampton, running commercial power, no traffic. Good morning.
Okay, let's run down the list. Myself, N1QB Commercial, Alpha Bravo 1 Tango Charlie Battery, Paul, WA1SJG Susan Battery with an announcement, KC1 AEO Rich. Commercial, KC1 8KM Scott Commercial, KB1 YPC Brian Commercial, KB2 WGE Jim Battery. I was wondering what happened to you. I haven't heard you in a while. I was going to send out a searching party. And WA1MTI, all with fair to good signals this morning. Another round of check-ins.
Here it is. Kilo Alpha 1, Juliet Oscar Uniform, 10, in Peterborough, New Hampshire, commercial power, no traffic.
This is November 1, Quebec Kilo Oscar. Eric, where? No traffic, 30 degrees. In battery.
This is K1 RAA. Name is Roger, located in Pittsfield, commercial power, and no traffic.
And recognizing KA1JOU and 1QKO, which is kind of commercial, Eric Battery, and K1RAA, Roger Commercial. Susan, would you care to go with your announcement at this time?
Okay, thank you, Obi. It's just that people have been asking, how did it make out at the Mount Tom Hamfest? So I figured I'd just give a brief update. It was our first year at the Moose Lodge, and the only reason why we moved the location was the prior building had been sold to a church, so we were no longer able to go there. We were fortunate enough because of some members in the club having membership at the Moose Lodge that we were able to rent both the large hall and the small hall. The small hall, because it's our first time we were trying it. We had a few more vendors that were going to come, but some health issues and scheduling issues came up, so we used that one for our VET. And also for, there was a meeting from, was it 10 to 10:30, a general open meeting that was held at the same time, and report there were 4 new techs came on board, and 2 people had been upgraded to their general license. The vendors, were happy, and they plan to come back and a few more asked if they could be included in next year's Ham Fest, and we were really pleased with the club's representative because Mount Tom offered a free table to every amateur radio club to be presented there to do with as you please. And tailgating, the only reason that wasn't done this year was the lodge had said since this was our first time, and we didn't really know how the weather was going to be, if we could just take a trial run and see how everything went with the main hall. And we got a report from our parking lot patrol there, people that were helping to get good spots. They said that we had lost like between 20 to 25 spaces because of the large snow banks. But fortunately, the building was warm inside. We were able to see, in fact, I got to meet Obi for the first time. Talk about a landmark event taking place. And we had people that were coming up to us and saying they did like it. We've asked for feedback, either positive or negative. If it's negative, I'd like it offline. work hard to make it a success. And so that's about it. And thank you very much. This is WA1SJG, back to net control.
Okay, Susan, thank you. It's probably a good idea not to tailgate. There was no room for parking, as far as I could see. And the parking guys did a really nice job. Does anyone have any questions or comments for Susan? Please call WA1SJG directly. Guess not. See if we can get a quick round of check-ins, then I'll break into announcements. Check-ins, check-ins. Okay, all those not involved in traffic handling, of which there is none, may secure. It's my usual long list of announcements. Anyway, newcomers roundtable, first and third Monday of the month, 7:30. This repeater, all are welcome. Of course, the two traffic nets, one at 10 a.m. and one at 1 p.m. This repeater, Western Mass Emergency Nets meet on Sunday morning. Sunday morning starting at 8:30 a.m., 3944 KC, lower side. Then moving over to no bark repeaters, 26440 and 220, 9, 9:30, 9:45, and 10 a.m. respectively. Next No Bark Club meeting is the 23rd of March, March 23rd, at 7 p.m., 1900, don't let me confuse anybody, at the Berkshire Humane Society building, located at 214 Barker Road in Pittsfield. And if you have any questions or information, the No Bark website is still down. They're doing battle with GoDaddy, I guess. So my email is n1qov@yahoo.com if I can help at all. Next weekend, or this weekend's flea market, the only one I know of is 8 March in Boston Spa, New York. Let's see if I can read these chicken scratchings for HF contest, North American Sprint. There's a Riddy 80, 40, and 20, DXCW 40 and 20, NARAU 10 meter contest, all modes, NCCC Riddy, the Great Britain CW 80 through 10, SKCC CW 160 through 6, and the X something something, another CW 180 through 40. Another CW, what is I'm doing here? There's a Spanish PSK 63. If you're into the digitals, 80 through 10, PSK 63. And the Idaho QSO party, QSO party, all coming up this weekend, or there's a couple of them during the week. Okay, round of check-ins for the Western Mass Traffic Net. Your call signs, please. And anybody wants to hang around, we'll do some informal whatevers after I get through the announcements. Current weather, Pittsfield, overcast 19 degrees of the Fahrenheit persuasion. Wind is calm. What do you got here? No wind, no wind chill.
K1FFK.
I guess slight chance of snow today and tonight, and then clear sailing right through the end of the week. And all passes of the ISS, visible or not. Next one coming up is at 10:41. Then after, every hour and a half roughly until 3:33, 15:33. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4 more passes this morning and afternoon. And again, the W1AW is sponsoring their Centennial QSO party, this time at K1 at TTT QTH in Peru, Massachusetts. This is happening starting at 8 p.m. local time on Tuesday, April 8th, and going to 7:59 p.m. Tuesday, April 15th, April next month. For more information, you can dial up K1 at TTT.net, Kilo 1 Tango.net, and register in this little thing he has set up and put yourself down to operate whenever. Again, K1TTT.net. And once you get there, he's got a bunch of cameras showing his shack and outside and stuff like that. Moving along. Grab some check-ins. Guess not. 10 minutes. I like the N1 QOV. What's up next? Northeast, I already mentioned the flea markets. Nothing else going on until weekend after. Earth calendar, world events, arrival of the first missionaries in French Polynesia, Custom Chiefs Day in Vanuatu. I guess those are islands in the Pacific. Another island, Missionary Day in French Polynesia, and National Tree Planting Day in Iran. I guess they're using plutonium for fertilizer. Okay, for March 5th, the wacky junk we celebrate kind of here in the US of A, National Multiple Personality Day. Hey, quit talking to me. I'm on National Cheese Doodle Day. Man, I used to love cheese doodles, the soft ones. And National Absinthe. Hey, gonna do booze, do absinthe. I think that's what that is. I don't know nothing about that stuff. Anyway, all right, that's for holidays. Am I confused or what? Passover. Passover comes up in 8 days, 8 hours, and 42 minutes and 18 seconds. For I guess we can mention religion. Hey. St. Patrick's Day, 11 days, 8 hours, 42 minutes, and 8 seconds. And good news, 14 days, 8 hours, and 42 minutes, 0 seconds until spring officially arrives. So there we go. Mardi Gras and Carnival are over. All right, check-ins for the West Mass Traffic Net. Please call N1 QOV before I close. All right, we'll try comments, questions, additionals, anything for the net, formal, informal, if your big toe hurts, anything.
This is AB1TC. I have a question, Obi. This is informal.
Question away, Paul. If I can't answer it, I'm sure someone else on the air can.
Okay, my friend who lives about, 5 miles from me, who just recently got his license, but we're waiting to see when it appears on the ULS. I want to send him a message using the traffic system, one of these welcome to the hobby type of messages. Now, ironically, of course I live, not far from him, but I want to put it through the channels. When I check in at 1:45, do I pass it to the New Hampshire traffic handler?
Well, you can do it that way, and then it gets more exposure. That'd probably be, yeah, I would go with that. Why not?
Yeah, I mean, it's like sending a letter, by way of going, around the Pacific Ocean back to the other side of New Hampshire. But I mean, I just wanted to see how it worked and what would happen.
I guess not a big deal. It'd probably go down to Marcia and then come back to us. So, well, that's like when you mail a letter in Pittsfield. It goes to Springfield and then comes back. Hey. keep them oil wells pumping in the Middle East.
Well, I don't know if it's going to do that because there is a person that handles all of New Hampshire for Region 1, and he checks in, and I would think that he would get the Marcia would read him the traffic.
Well, you're probably right. I've been off of Region 1 for a while. But yeah, I do what you think is right. My full blessings, if it counts.
Okay, so I mean, there is no, the ARRL doesn't have some formal system where, like I was just going to randomly generate a number for the message, et cetera, and there's not going to be any problem with that, right?
No problem. God, the Pope, or the President, or the Chief of the FCC, I'm sure is not watching and listening.
I don't know about the President part, but the rest I agree with.
Okay. You're probably right about the New Hampshire guy taking it. So anyway, I guess there's two ways generating number. I guess if they do a lot of traffic once a month, and then if not, well, I guess a year, every year if you only generate maybe once a month. So up to you, Paul.
Okay, thanks a lot, Obi. Back to net control.
Okay. Anyone else have any questions, comments, additionals for the net?
WA1NTI.
WA1NTI, go.
Well, speaking of the president, he's going to be down in Connecticut today, and he's arriving around noon, and he's going to be speaking at Central Connecticut College. By reading what's going on, they're going to, state police warn of road closures during his visit. So he's coming in around noontime to Bradley. So I guess they're going to shut down 91 while he's on the highway. So they're going to shut down 91, 84, and then Route 9 to New Britain. So if you're going down to Connecticut, plan on doing some waiting. And another thing about traffic for Paul, that the thing is with him, he's only 5 miles away. He'll probably come back to him to end up delivering it, I would suppose. Anyway, WC1NTI.
Okay, Paul. No wonder there's confiscating weapons in Connecticut. But I think the government has gotten way out of hand. It's totally insane. Totally insane. He's just a man. He puts his pants on, I hope, the same way we all do. Totally insane. Imagine they'll bring in some B-52s in case they need a strike, and 8-inch and 175 howitzers, and maybe some M1 Abrams main battle tanks just in case. Who knows? Totally out of hand. Just my opinion. Anything further, John?
No, but you're correct. Yeah, they really go overboard in this stuff. Okay, talk to you later. WA1NTI.
That didn't bring somebody on. Any further comments?
K1FFK.
Well, I guess everyone else is politically correct. Or has things to do. I'll go with the has things to do. NSA is listening. Well, it's the FCC. Let's see here. If there are no further questions, comments, additionals, or whatever for the net.
K1GHD. Just one comment. I agree with you 100%. Ouch.
Okay. I mean, if you're under 30 or 40, you don't have no reference. But us older guys, maybe non-veterans or second world veterans, it's like, what in the heck is going on in this world today? But I don't know. As years go on, each generation has its own opinions of what's right and what's not right. And thanks for the comment and using a call sign. This is N1QOV. Okay. We try to continue this after the net. Well, anyway, this with that discloses Cycle 1 of the ARRL Western Mass Traffic Net. I'd like to thank the Northern Berkshire Amateur Radio Club for the use of the Mount Greylock K1FFK 146.91162.2 toned repeater. The time is now 10 hours and 25 minutes. I now return the repeater back to regular amateur use. Thank you to all the stations who checked in and those who stood by while this net was being conducted. This is November 1, Quebec Oscar Victor, N1 QOV Obi. Now signing clear, 7-3. The net is closed.